I've never played Rainbow Over Kofax really, so we'll see how this goes. I was like, we recorded it and it was like in pieces.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I was like,
because we were in Colorado and Brandon's here. So
yeah, so it's just been in pieces.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
People I love in the places that I couldn't stay. Eating scraps cause I never had a plate. Friend, not the friend that I was hoping. Are you stuck somewhere in 1985, drunk in the backseat trying to drive? People are dying of heartbreak, heartbreak and heroin. Dying of heartbreak, heartbreak and heroin. Breath with whatever happens next for me. Well, I question the world with my panic attacks. Gave all I had till I had nothing left. And you wanted me then and I wanted me more. Why do you steal all the love that you can't afford? Well, people are dying of heartbreak, heartbreak and heroin. Dying of heartbreak, heartbreak and heroin. Attacks, gave all I had till I had nothing left. Are you stuck somewhere in 1985, drunk in the backseat trying to drive? Dying of heartbreak, heartbreak and heroin. Dying of heartbreak, heartbreak and heroin. Dying of heartbreak, dying of heartbreak. Dying of heartbreak, dying of heartbreak.
No. Wow.
Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm placing Mamas and Papas. This song. I think I was on cocaine when I wrote this song, actually.
All right.
Things you find out.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I wanted to, it was like this thing where it just felt like nothing was ever going to change, especially when it comes to war, which is funny because the times that we're in
Here
right
we
now.
are.
Actually, this was supposed to be written about like the perspective of like Cold War times.
Okay.
That's why I think it's even more ironic right now sitting here and talking about the fucking Cold War while, you know. All right. Mama's in the kitchen cooking up some food. Well, my papa's in the basement watching all these fools. And president's shaking hands with the enemy and talking something about the peace treaty. Never believe what you see on TV now. I'm so tired. I'm like in my head, I'm like, this is one of those songs you can play in your sleep. No. Education rules the middle class crooks. And my teacher says I could dodge bullets with these books. And maybe that's why all the smart fuckers carry on the war on guns. Maybe next time we elect, I try to run. I hear politics. There's so much practice the guitar more. I'm like, my muscle memory remembers how to do this shit, but I've literally just been playing drums in a pop band for the last 2 years. Not thinking about maybe someday I'll play a podcast after I drove for 19 hours. Had one bang, and then 4 bang energy drinks. Mama's in the kitchen looking kinda ill. My papa's in the basement. I don't remember the words of that. Mama's in the kitchen looking kinda ill. It's about losing a job.
Yep.
There we go. Way big.
Cleaning out the mill.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Cleaning out the mill. There we go. You know, one paycheck. Yeah, there we go. One paycheck away from homelessness. Here we go. Third verse. Almost homeless. Peeing yourself on Colfax. Mama's in the kitchen looking kinda ill. And my papa said something about how they're cleaning out the mill. And if you've never seen your old man crying, we'll hope someday it'll be alright. But this place, it gets worse with time. Out of all the times that I've played this song in like 10 years, this is probably the worst. I'm so sorry, guys.
No.
I'm sorry, this kind of sounded like shit.
Oh.
We're all like, oh, it was funny. It was like the funniest version. It was the funniest version of Mamas and Poopies I've ever played. Mamas and Poopies. Mamas and Poopies.
That's why we do it live, right?
Oh, I love
For
this.
the unexpected.
Well, yeah. I was like, this is more organic and real. I like that shit. I like that shit. I wrote this song and I'm a professional, but I forgot about it all. It's all right. I think I did better than Josh Homme at a normal Queen of the Stone Age song. or like fumbling through a set. Poor guy. I think that guy's had a hard year.
Yeah.
A hard couple years.
A hard couple of years. I actually haven't heard anything after there was like some surgeons of like him maybe kind of being like a child, not the best to his children. And then it seemed like a divorce issue. And then nothing ever came about of it. So I was like, well, I'd really love to know if he did something terrible to his children, because I don't really want to listen to a lot of his music if he's like beating the shit out of his kids. Everyone's like, newsflash, Josh Hobby might be an asshole. Everyone's like, weird. It didn't seem that way.
Well,
Keep going.
Oh, I was like, what happened?
No, I didn't.
He's like, keep going, keep playing.
Really?
Oh my God.
Glad you are.
What should I play now? I should tune my guitar. I don't have a tuner, but I've got this phone.
There you
I
go.
was like, phones have tuners, dudes.
Is that crazy nowadays that they?
I love that shit. I'm all like, what did we do back? Dude, phones are crazy. Cause like even just like
a
demoing
calculator
stuff.
on you.
I know everyone's all like, oh, where are you gonna be? You think you're gonna have a calculator on you? You think you're gonna you're gonna have a device where you can take liters to quarts? What do you mean? It's gonna do fucking fractions for you?
know it.
Yeah. What do you think you're gonna be able to answer any kind of trivia question ever?
I remember when I was a little kid, my dad, I remember when he came home and he was like, he paid hundreds of dollars for a calculator.
Yeah.
Like, and we were like,
Good old
okay,
Texas
what?
Instrument.
And he was, it
Yep.
was like hundreds.
Yeah.
I don't remember. You know, so who fuck cares?
I just,
I said we used to have to buy specific calculators like the T90s
Right.
or 49s
Yeah.
or whatever the heck they were.
Yep.
Like $80 for a damn calculator.
A third class of now.
Yeah.
Do it up.
man, people used to have to make their own fleshlights. Sorry. I'm like, man, you better make that shit. Ain't nobody. Oh, that's so fucking funny, dude.
Boom, there goes a turn. I love it.
Again, we're like on no sleep.
It's like, that's all right. That's like the only thing. I'm like, I just like think of all the common things that we've done, like the technology that we've had, but like, man, the pussies these days are getting more realistic. So fucking true though, at the same time, which is why I know. That's why it's really funny. That's why I was like, it's like not funny, but it's fucking true. So it is even more funny. And you're just like, then I'm like, how much did the inventor of that make during the pandemic?
A
Because
lot.
that
Oh
is
my
like,
God,
I was like,
I never
wait a
thought of
minute.
that.
I was like, what were the flashlight
Sex
sales?
always.
Yeah.
sells.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
true.
And like isolation and masturbation. Dude.
Oh my
There's
God.
like, yeah, I was like, I've seen tons of things where it's like, how many, like, that's like the real thing of like, how much time did people spend masturbating during quarantine?
Well, OnlyFans is like.
Well, that's what I'm
huge.
saying. Exactly. That's why I was like, wait
Yeah.
a minute. The real
OnlyFans?
question is
We've
like,
had a couple.
We've had at least 2 OnlyFans on
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we reached out to and they came on and talked about. And then we had the second one where when they were gonna change OnlyFans,
That's right.
you know, the whole, and we're like,
absolutely.
they came on.
Yeah.
It's a different lifestyle. Yeah.
Well, it is, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know Pornhub up skyrocketing the last
right.
2 years,
Oh,
but I never.
Well,
And they're like, get into her. We're gonna sell.
we're
these.
gonna market these right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, now they can buy a freaking lifestyle that like, talks back to you and stuff.
Who wants them to talk back? That doesn't make
I think you can turn off the sound. By the way.
Just rip it out.
One of those.
vocal cord. First mod.
I'm used to snoring. Can you have that option? It's so terrible. That's the Bill Cosby. It's so fucked. I'm sorry. I was like, I don't support rape culture. It's not what I'm saying. It was just.
It was a joke.
It was a joke.
So should
It
I?
was a rape joke. Fine.
It was a
Oh,
joke.
So
God.
should I? If you saw as he walked up, I have Elton. I have a Bill Cosby album from years ago
Yeah.
when they was when
Bill
he
Cosby was-
Bill Cosby.
he's-
He's funny.
Well, he was still a rapist
I mean-
then, but it's fine.
True.
Yeah, I was like,
Well,
he's,
just
it's
didn't
not like
know
He
it.
didn't know about it.
I know. I was like, it's not like he's never been a
Wait,
I don't
he
know.
didn't know about it? He
He
didn't know he
knew
was
about
doing
it.
anything
He's
wrong?
like, I did not know that.
He
Oh
still
my
doesn't know
God.
what he's
Right,
talking
right.
about.
I know
He
you
didn't know about
He's
it.
like, someone taking over my body and making me drug women. when I'm just
Fudge
getting
pops or
fucking-"
pop or whatever, Jello pop.
He's like, Jello. Like,
I mean, he's still walking out of court doing his like.
My
Yeah.
point is, should I take it off
Yes.
the wall?
I
I didn't even think about it.
I
No,
don't
just
know.
Leave the album up, take the cover down.
And it's kind of like Queens of the Stone Age, though. I mean,
I mean,
like,
I don't.
will
But that's
always
that's
love
like
that.
I don't know if that's true or not though. So I can't bring like Josh Homme into this because that has not.
You're still at. You're
Yeah, it's
asking
like-
the question.
That was me being like, I don't know what happened because if there
Right.
was, so this is the thing. Like, I fucking love Brand New. That emo band Brand New is like one of my
Oh,
favorite bands.
Okay.
But like many years ago, it came out that he had been like the whole time that they had been a band, like talking to like minors and like messaging them on AOL Messenger, and, like really like, you know, that's how like far back it went.
Yeah.
So then now
AOL,
now these adult women were coming out and being like, yeah, man, he fucking groomed me and did all the same with like Ryan Adams and all that.
Yeah,
shit,
right,
You know?
yeah.
Like I remember being on
Right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember being I played drums with Hayward Williams out of Milwaukee for a little bit, and we opened up for Ryan Adams, and we met him, and everyone was like so into him, and like so like even Hayward is like, oh, you gotta like, he's like so enamored with him, and I was like, this guy's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking
You can just tell.
Oh, he was super creepy. And he had a Santa Cruz. He had like an old 90 or an old 19. He had a Powell Peralta. He was jumping around. I was like, oh, that Powell Peralta's sick, bro. And he's like barely skating on it and being all weird. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, we're at Summerfest. Why are you rocking that? What the fuck are you like trying to ollie as Powell Peralta, you know? And I was like, this guy's weird. Like, it just sounded weird about. Yeah, like I was like, it just reminded. Like who he was reminded me of that like 12-year-old skater kid that's like, I'm gonna drink a juice box and hit on your girl, you know, or you're just like
That's
oh,
what he was doing.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, oh yeah, that'd be why you're creepy, because
Very-
you're fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah.
And I think we're just living in a world where it's like, all right, dude, I think everyone's just kind of like I would say, I hope that, you know, as we turn into world war and come out of a pandemic, that everyone can be fucking done with like tongue in cheek. Like, that's cool, man. Don't be a fucking creep. Or,
Right,
hey,
right,
man,
right.
that's cool. Don't be a fucking racist. Hey, man, that's cool. Don't be a fucking homophobic, transphobic fuck.
Yeah.
Like, we can probably just call it what it is at this point. And if you don't like it, just go your separate ways.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, that's it. That's why I'm just like, I love Brand New, but I'm probably not going to be like, I love Brand New. I love endorsing them. I'm going to wear their t-shirts. I fucking, and I feel really bad because a lot of like emo people have a lot of like lyrics, like, you know, song lyrics like that tattooed on them. And they're just like, dude, that's crazy. You know, that sucks to be like it. And it's just unfortunate to know that, you know, there's a song that I have it's called The Saddest Man. And it's all about just like a person that is very much somebody that I thought was a hero was actually just like a fucking slutty, trashy person, you know? And it's like people like that in the music community, regardless of what level you're at, are going to take it full advantage of that stuff kind of constantly, which is really gross.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where, you know, anything like that, the more power you get, the more you might abuse it if you're an abuser. And that's really what it comes down to. So do
Absolutely.
we support that shit? Fuck no.
No.
Did Bill Cosby make some funny ass shit? Absolutely. You know, like it's just like one of those things where it's not like you're like holding his mugshot, putting his mugshot on your wall and being like, oh man, I'm like so proud of Bill Cosby for his rape
For his-
allegations.
Right.
Yeah, I love this.
Where he is today.
Yeah, like, oh God, he would never be where he is without his rape allegations. But no, he wouldn't be in prison. But like it's just one of those things where, you know, we do the best that we can within what we're given. And we're like, you know, like we're just people.
Right.
Like, you know, respecting someone's artistry, not knowing, we don't
Well,
really
that's the
know.
thing, it's
That's what it
their-
is. Like, it's what you're
One
given.
Art that they created.
I don't know
and the
everything.
person.
I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know-
right. Two things can exist in the same space,
Yes,
right?
they-
He's funny.
Way
Yeah,
more
he's a
than two
rapist.
things.
Right, well, right,
Yes.
right.
Totally.
Yes.
So,
I won't buy his album, but I'll.
but you already got it.
On the radio.
Yeah.
I already bought it. You already got my money. So
You
what
already
can I do
got
now?
fucked up.
Yeah. What can I do? And I always thought that back. You know, I'm with musicians. I mean, you know, I idolize them. And I idolize their music and their words and all that. I don't agree with everything they say. And I learned that. You know, I was like, they're so amazing. They must be amazing in everything. Well, they're not. You know, they're
Just
just
humans.
yeah, yeah.
Not. So
Yeah, I
Just
mean, I'm sure
people
there's
at the
some
end of the
shit
day.
that we could talk about and get into that you'd be like, damn, I don't like that about Nicholas. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much shit we don't know about each other, right? I mean, about everybody. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
just
we're
like
not
about
all gonna
everybody.
like every little thing about each other because that's just not. That's weird. That's being. I mean, me and you don't even like every single little
Right.
thing about it. And I
Yeah.
love the fuck out of you, dude. Like, you're my favorite person ever. But like, there's just something that. It's just.
Of
Certain
course.
what it
things.
is.
Yeah, of course.
So I just separate.
I don't really like much about you, but You're on
Here
the
we
podcast.
are.
now,
Next
so-
year.
We're
we
just
are.
hanging out. You just get up and walk out. You're like, yeah, fuck this, dude. This is being so honest. Shit, I'm
This is
out.
over. I quit.
I'm done.
Fucking-
I haven't brought my childhood photo
Yeah,
in for
right.
a reason.
Officially it.
You just take his childhood photo and you're like, yeah, man, fucking done. So
Smash it on the
yeah.
table and walk out. Fuck this.
fuck your bowl cut. Mine was way better.
Hey,
It's way better.
I'm sure
I
mine is
challenge you to
comparable.
bowl cut.
It's good,
Let's get bowl cuts for the podcast.
dude.
Ooh,
Ooh.
not a lot.
You guys can give each other both. cuts.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh
tell you this
my
real quick,
gosh.
and we're gonna give you another song. For our 50th episode, we did 50 shots in 50 minutes. That was our goal.
Beer. Most of them were beer.
Okay. Woo, I was like,
That
oh
was-
my
yeah,
god,
No,
guys.
most of them were beer.
So like we're like, what? So, and then it was, I said, well, every 5th shot we'll do Goldschlager because 50th is anniversary's goal.
Yeah.
He's like, that's too much. So every 10th shot we did Goldschlager.
Okay.
So we did 50 shots of beer, 50 shots, and then we were gonna have a grand finale. And we tried. We sent out messages. I contacted friends. I contacted friends' sisters. We're like, we're gonna have the camera on our face and we're gonna get our assholes
Waxed.
waxed
Yeah.
as a grand finale
We
at the
couldn't,
same time.
we couldn't find
We
anybody
tried
willing to do
so
it.
hard to do it. We just wanted to be like the grand finale, and then someone, and then the camera's on our face, you know. And no one would do it.
You could have done each other's.
It would, but no, if I'd have done him, I'd have been like done.
Right, that was the thing, yeah.
I didn't trust him. To be,
Short straw.
We're gonna do it.
You
So
can
we're gonna reach behind
do
and be like,
each other at the same time, like
Once-
face to
yeah.
face.
I don't.
I'm seeing this all over again, like called face to face, and it's not gay if you do it together.
You can't get to the.
If we
You
had,
know, so we're
if we had
side
gone-
by side.
wait, we could have gone ass to ass.
Oh,
Put
dude,
two-sided
that's so
tape.
bad.
And just went.
and then run apart.
You're like, and the rest of this podcast
actually
is
Velcro.
being done at the emergency room because,
Follow us.
Whoever runs
Because-
faster wins.
yeah. Because like somebody ripped out some like pieces of each other from
It'd be like one ripping all your.
yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been EMT at the bottom.
Yeah, I was like,
Six.
something about this is reminding me of something about Mary, and that's not good. Like,
Right.
I see it in the yeah.
I
Just
like
like a
that.
little band-aid.
So that was we tried for 2 weeks to try to get someone.
We did.
What a I think that those are the kind of strange questions that my wife gets in her DMs sometimes. Like, would you be wanting to like maybe wax my asshole for a podcast?
Did some people just not respond?
Oh, we didn't ask any random strangers. These were all
Yeah,
people
no, yeah.
we knew
I had a
from
buddy
somebody or.
So I was talking to a buddy and
We are a Craigslist ad was flagged.
Right.
Fucking
She's a beautician, so I'm like, she's a beautician. She must wax. Ask her. And he's like, okay. And then I'm like, so I texted her alone, and she's like, let me ask my husband.
oh man.
And she just went, yeah, maybe next time. I'm like, I got it.
Maybe next time.
All right, episode 100.
Are they divorced?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
She's just a fun. We've been on drinking, so she was fun.
Yeah.
Drinking. Like, oh, maybe she will. And then we asked them, like, yeah. Anyways, it didn't work, but
Oh,
It didn't happen.
it didn't happen. But we still did 50 shots
yeah.
of something, beer and
Goldschlager.
and
I love that.
Goldschlager.
And that's a mess. So, anyways,
It's like, what should I play?
what are you in the mood for? A regular? You wanna?
Yeah, you
Let's
could.
promote the shit out of
I
this.
was like, you can pick a song off of that one.
Any of them? Ooh. Well, my eyes went to Saddest Man, but I mean, the name of the album is To the Moon and Back. So
I'll do. See if I remember this one. Actually, let's go for it. 1, 2,
okay.
You got 3. So it is. I don't remember how to play this song. Ooh, maybe not that one. Let's not do that
Okay.
because it will be the Saddest Man. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me that I should probably practice that one.
Okay. Well,
I was like, yeah.
That'll be the next time.
I was like,
We'll
dude,
do that next time.
I literally have not played anything on that really, other than
What's your favorite song?
Oof.
Since I haven't been able to hear it.
That's hard because like
Saddest Man.
I really like Climb, but like it's
That's better full band.
it's a full
Yeah.
band song. Like
It's a really good opener
'cause
set.
it's a big. What about Fang?
Fang is good, but that's not on that album.
Well, I know that.
But I will play that one. I think I might just play. You want to hear Fang and then like Recklessness? And then we should
I would love to
probably.
do Reckless.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, then I'll probably have to. I was like, we should cut it at some point soon because I'm definitely starting to get delusional. I think I've been delusional this whole time. And I'm all like, when this is all done, I'm gonna be like, I don't know if I can watch that. I don't know if I can watch it. I don't know if I can watch myself be this delusional. It's like nothing I've said has made any sense. I don't think I've said a complete sentence at all.
You've said many.
Yeah.
sentences.
I was like, you're gonna really have to edit this, man, because I'm like, blah blah blah, Donald Trump. We made so much money off of fucking Donald Trump fleshlights.
Wait, did they have a comb over?
Of course it
On the
did.
top.
Yeah,
Peel back the toupee.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, dude. Pubic toupee. Oh my god.
Pupae.
Pupae.
No.
It's, would they say it's a huge toupee? It's
It's
huge.
the hugest ever.
It's the hugest toupee ever. No one's got pubes like I do, I swear.
That's so
These
disturbing. on so many levels.
And yes, the carpet matches the brick. It's so fucked up. Oh my god.
What were you talking about? Delusional?
Exactly. I'm delusional. I'm talking about making a fucking flesh light.
Right.
That's a Trump-based flashlight.
It would probably sell.
It's so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It would do well in like
Yeah.
Mississippi,
Dude.
Virginia.
And you're gonna be like, grab it by the pussy, dude. Oh my
Is it a
god.
flashlight or is it a pussy?
I don't know.
It
Oh no.
Sells itself.
Oh my god. That's honestly, why aren't we?
It would
This is
sell.
it.
It would sell.
Shut this podcast out right now. We need to go into production
We have a
immediately.
business opportunity.
Everyone's like, wait, what are you guys doing? Yeah, we're making Trump.
Trump lights.
Yeah, Trump
Everybody's
lights.
going to be
Yeah.
excited to see what our
We did not
market
let-
is.
and then we went into the factory and no one knew where we
Now
were
we can,
for 3 years.
Don't steal our
we
ideas.
can supply
God damn it.
to you.
Stupid.
The Trump fleshlight
Oh.
2024.
What do you call it?
Oh,
A pupee?
A pupee. These pubes are huge. Huge.
Ah.
All right. Speaking of that guy, let's play Recklessness and Evil. I can tell by the way you speak to people. Nobody's ever loved you with that recklessness and evil. The American dream. You use car scheming. You don't love your neighbors. Just money and carburetors. I can tell by the way he uses humor deflecting friction, a sweet shadow of a man who only has his daughter. I know that settled smoke. The look of these afflictions and what we paid for what we lost from all of our addictions. racist. The best years of your life were spent on homecoming stages. I can tell by the way you speak to people. Nobody's ever loved you with that recklessness and evil. Nobody's ever loved you with that recklessness and evil. Recklessness and evil. Yeah, I haven't played that song in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a great one to follow up about Trump. I can tell no one's ever said no to you or Mar-a-Lago.
I'm just amazed by your fingers seem so natural. That's what I'm.
My what?
Your fingers seem so natural.
Oh yeah, it's
When they
funny.
move,
I haven't sang that song in fucking
Oh, wow.
pick that
like
up.
a year.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just
It's
haven't touched
insane,
any of
you
these.
just-
Yeah, I was like, Mama's Bob is definitely too. It's like, you're sure not 8.
We covered. It worked out.
Yeah. I was like, maybe we just wouldn't put Mamas and Papas in there, honestly. Good God. What else we got?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. What else you want?
It's like there's so much. Just like,
Ooh, what's that one?
I've been fucking with this cover of Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. And I'm all like, oh, yeah, I probably won't play it. It's a cover song, but it's something that I've been messing with. So I
Okay.
really fucking love that song. I don't know if you guys ever got into it. It was like a shitty little one-hit wonder.
Oh. Well, I mean, if I heard it, but just talking about it now. I like the chorus when you're.
Let's see. The fuck is the chorus? I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yep. Okay, let's have fun with this. I was like, I'm gonna play this song anyways, just because I like really love this song. It's more or less just like now we're sitting around and Nicholas is doesn't know what to do, and this is what I do when I'm sitting around a table usually with friends anyways.
This is
so,
perfect.
yeah, I was like, this is something that I like to do. I was like, this is something that
Whatever you want.
yeah.
Usually I just watch him like play a few chords and like, yeah, play a few. No. Okay, yeah. And then it's just put together and you're like,
Are you musical at all? Not at all?
no.
What's it like to just sit around and watch it? I mean, it's so mesmerizing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I feel like we probably wouldn't be together if I didn't
Wasn't for the
enjoy.
music. Yeah.
No, I mean, I had no idea that Nicholas even
Oh,
played
okay.
music when we first met.
That was like
Okay.
the biggest thing about her that I was like, that's like, I don't know. I guess I really hate when people have like an expectation, and I feel like a lot of people I dated or a lot of things that I got into, especially like the more popular that, things that I was doing around here happened to be like, I just fucking couldn't stand it. So like, I really liked the fact that she had no idea that I did that.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny though, because we had a mutual friend that was always like, "Oh, you should come out see the Traveling Suitcase." And like, I was in a toxic relationship at the time, so like I never went out to see the Traveling Suitcase. But then like when we like started talking and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah, we were like at so many
Weird.
parallels. Like we were just out of the circumference of
always
each
for
other.
a
So
while."
this is a really great one because like I thought that her name was Noelle for a really long time, but it's actually her middle name is Noelle Grace.
Yeah.
So I used to sing this song all the time when I thought her name was Noelle
Okay.
for like the longest time. So like this was like my. I've never fucked with this before, not really much. This was really popular in the 90s. Didn't really do much. This is like every '90s band that had like a fucking radio hit.
Weird off
Yeah.
song.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Her name is Noel. I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. I got gym class in half an hour. Know how she rocks in Vans and tube socks. And she doesn't get. Right, it's that. She doesn't know who I am. And she doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. And I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. And listen to Iron Maiden baby with me. Do you remember the song at all?
I do.
Yeah, it's like faster. In the '90s, every song had like.
I thought you sang.
Her boyfriend's a dick, and he brings a gun to school. And yeah, that I feel like in the radio version they have to edit. They edit
the
out
whole part.
that part out because like it's so funny because school shootings had just started.
Right.
So I was like,
Yeah.
that
Might
sucks.
have, yeah.
I was like, now they don't edit that shit out, you know? Like, my friend Jamie shot the school. You know, you're like, whoa. Yeah,
Like a nursery
Well,
rhyme.
yeah. You're like, it's so fucking. I just thought about that. I'm like, yeah,
Started
they
singing,
like,
yeah,
yeah. I
I
was like,
remember
they
that.
fucking. I was like, yeah, they fucking edit that part out. I don't know what an IROC is. Was that a popular car back? in the-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was like,
Camaro, right?
Camaro IROC.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay, it's a Camaro IROC. Okay, here we go. So this makes more sense because I was like, at this time when this came out, I was like, I don't ride the bus to school. You know? Her boyfriend's a dick. He brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. And he lives on my block and he drives an IROC. He doesn't know who I am. He doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. And I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden baby with me. Dirtbag. Oh, she doesn't know what she's missing. Ooh, yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. I'm just like throwing this together. I love it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. Oh yeah. Man, I feel like mold. It's prom night and I am only lo and behold. She's walking over to me and this must be fate. My lips start to shake. How does she know who I am? And why does she give a damn about me? I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby like you. Dirtbag, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Ooh, yeah, dirtbag. So dumb.
Yeah.
And it's like every single 90s song, by the time it got to their like verse hook, you're like, oh, whether it was bare naked ladies or anything like that, you're like, okay, put the DJ scratches in there. Kids love that
They
shit.
love it.
They're gonna put their hats like this and they're gonna drag their jeans. And then it's crazy because now managing this like restaurant in like the hub of Denver is so funny because you get these like inner city kids and they're all dressing like it's 1990 and I'm like, you guys are perming the mullets. Oh my God. And I'm like, oh, that's an original bum t-shirt. They're like, no, this is the new bum wear. I spent $120 on this. And I was like, oh, gee, you could have got it. That's fine. So funny.
I remember that song because it was kind of poppy,
Yeah.
right? But then he talked about Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, like,
And
oh,
you're
Iron
like-
Maiden, but I'm gonna write a pop song. So
A lot of their
that.
songs are really interesting. They're definitely like one of those bands that, you know, probably could tour a couple of fairgrounds and play that.
Sure.
And,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Somebody,
it was like
somebody
one of
could easily
those,
living
like-
off of it. And
Yeah, like you could probably
ride
make
it out,
Yeah, I was
but,
like, you
yeah.
could make a living off of that. Like most of those bands did. I think that's why, like, a lot of I think Tom Hanks wrote the Wonder. It's like the Wonders, right? Is that the that thing you do?
That thing you do.
Yeah, because like he wrote that in the 90s because of how prevalent like that all that was. Oh my God, you've never seen that movie?
Oh,
You've
no.
seen every movie.
I know.
know.
I was like, okay, now we're talking. You're like talking about how much I love to play drums. That movie was like the biggest. Like that was like the drummer prevails in that movie. The drummer
Really?
changes the entire story.
There you
That-
go.
Yeah, I was like that whole thing is like so fucking perfect. Yeah, the drummer wins. That whole
Okay.
story is all about the drummer winning. Let's be honest. It's just the drummer winning constantly.
If I,
It's so good. It's so good.
yeah, I don't
I
remember
I love
ever
that
watching
movie.
it, but
It's
okay.
well, it's
Well,
like
intriguing.
yeah, it's based around like one-hit wonders, so
Mhm.
that's why it's really good.
That's why I love the 80s. I mean, I grew up in
Right?
the
So
80s, like,
many of them.
high school in the 80s. That's,
I think it's one of those things. It's like we'll see it more often, and now it'll be even more weird because like TikTok is so much, which is I think that's something that
So you on TikTok?
no, not yet. I want to start to build more content, and like that's like part of what me and Brandon are doing out here. And I want to get like a cool little setup to where like I really think I just want to like showcase like all the things that I can do because I'm not just like one kind of musician.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
like
Yes.
I want to do like techno Tuesdays and like weird things where like even just like I like fish. I like the, you know, like I was like, I could do like Fish Fridays where I play like some fish songs. And oh yeah, that's what I was gonna like, let's do that one. Like we listen to, she doesn't know a lot about fish, and like it's so funny. My boss is like this giant fish head, and she's so funny.
Oh, okay.
Like she's so fucking cool. Like I guarantee that. Yeah, I don't know. I really am like so stoked to work for who I work for. Like I pretty much feel like a
you can
samurai.
tell. That's cool.
Yeah, like
That's
I'm a
cool when
samurai
you-
to like my boss. Like I really
Yeah,
just
that
she's
makes
like
a difference.
well,
doesn't
she's
it?
originally
When
from
you like
she's
your boss
originally
and
yeah.
you-
I was like she like cares about my safety. She's fucking cool as hell. Like she's just like somebody that I'm like, no, dude, like I want to work for you for a while. She's also from Michigan, and like she has like that Midwestern mentality, which is
Okay.
like different because like in Colorado, like the worth ethic is like
Is awful.
oh, that's cool,
Oh.
bro.
It's
You know, like
so bad.
it's really easy to find a job and like be really hardworking if you're from the Midwest and you move to the Colorado
Yep.
like employment.
So when we
pool,
went out there-
because it's just like, dude, chill.
How many years ago was that?
It was for my 40th. So it was just eight and a half years ago, something like that.
So 8 years ago, we went out there for. So I was wondering if you're gonna do a night. What night are you gonna do Dave Matthews?
What's that?
If you're gonna do a TikTok for every night, what night are you gonna do Dave Matthews?
Dave
Because you're
Matthews.
such a. No,
Ooh.
you already told us you're not.
I actually don't mind Dave
I like
Matthews'
Dave
band.
Matthews.
Yeah,
You're-
let's
I-
do
You were
let's
like,
do,
I'm not like huge because we were
Matthews Monday, of course.
Matthews
I mean,
Monday.
I mean, I,
like
could,
it, yeah.
I wouldn't be like opposed to it.
Alright.
Let's see if I can mess with this one. I like this one. Get there. Oh my god.
Like I said, this is how Nicholas plays it. Huh.
Just find something and go. Yeah, it's incredible.
DZ, really? This is like what it is.
I know. I wish I had like a 16th of musical.
Right?
Just a 16th.
Anyway.
I'll have to sit with this one, but I will. I'll fuck with two step for you, and also like
Wow.
yeah, I'll find a cool fucking cover of that. I'll mess with that one for you.
Pretty
So,
awesome.
yeah, I really like that song a lot, actually.
But we went out there for his 40th birthday to see Dave in Colorado because it was on his 40th birthday.
Yeah.
But we went early, and it was like every bar we went to, a bartender was from Wisconsin.
Yeah, there's so many Wisconsin people out there.
Yeah,
interesting.
it's kind of a thing. It's funny.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, well, we just came from Wisconsin.
Yeah,
It was every bar.
It was.
Interesting.
I sounds exaggerating, but it was literally
No,
every
you're
bar.
right. It was. At least one bartender in every bar was from Wisconsin. It was crazy.
It's kind of cool. I mean, it's not much different, just mountains and more culture.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Right.
Right. So do you haven't experienced that? A bunch of Wisconsin people out there? No.
I work in a gym still, so like Nicholas sees more people than I do.
Sure.
None of my employees are from the Midwest though. All of mine are like from the area. So it's a very different work culture out there. Very different.
Yeah.
Like I would like here, if I was like 5 minutes early, I was like on time, right? Like you don't want to be
Yeah, right.
pushing it anymore.
Right.
There, 5 minutes late is like on time.
Good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, totally. I'm like, yeah, you clocked in like 6 minutes late the
No.
last 3 days in a row. Oh yeah, I opened. I'm good. Cool. Glad things are good. Yeah. Glad you made it, I guess.
Right? Yeah, just be happy I showed up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe that's the mentality. I'm here.
I mean, I did have 17 call outs in February, and I feel like that's a lot.
It's crazy. It's really weird how like
It is.
it's really simple
It's
to like
not.
do. There's like it's crazy how many jobs are available and how like the wages are just so completely different. Like it's funny because everyone's like, oh, it's so expensive out in Colorado, but I make like
Well, it
fucking
is.
50 million more times than I literally do make almost 5 times more than I made when I worked here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For a job that doesn't even really, like it doesn't take away from me that much. You
Yeah.
know? Like I have so much fucking fun there, and for what it's worth, where I'm just like, this is crazy.
Right.
You know? So I was like, we had talked about moving home at one point, and then the Colorado Springs thing just like came to fruition.
We also had COVID when we talked about it, so we like to say we were COVID sick and really missing home.
Yeah, honestly, I think we had COVID. brain. I was like a COVID brain thing that just came upon me, and
We should
I was
move
very.
There might be that.
I was,
I
was
miss
very
home and then you
ill
get
with
over it.
COVID. It really was too. Like we kind of just really missed it, and like my folks are getting older, and my grandma's got some dementia issues, and like it's like what we're coming into is definitely just like it's scary to come home to watch that and to lose like people that you care about a lot. But at the same time, it's very important for us to like be present here and show that we care and show that it's super important. So it's just it's like the heavy shit, right? Like that's the only reason that
That's kind of the thing though, when you move away, like you really only come back for the heavy things. and it's,
Right.
You know, because like
Unfortunately,
vacation.
Yeah, and that's what
like,
it
you'd
is,
rather
too,
go
like-
to California.
That's
or,
kind of,
you
I know, I was
not
like laughing where I was
Right,
like, it's
absolutely.
like the same amount of time that it took us to drive here would be the same that it would if I
I
took
could be in
a
the
right.
redwood forest right
If
now.
I took a right, we would be in the redwood forest right now, and that's perspective where you're just like, man, like it's one of those things where I told her today too, like I got cranky the second I saw that Wisconsin sign, and it was like all this trauma and all this like anger and all these feelings and all, which is good though, because I want to come back here and not feel that way, because that's no reason to do that. Obviously I've got people like you and like things that like people that really do care about me and people
Positive
that do love
things.
me and like that.
Think of the
Like,
pop-
not
yeah.
every little thing was a bad person or was a painful moment or all that stuff, but we just we misjudge that, especially when we're away from it for a little bit. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
interesting. Perspective is so weird.
You
Oh,
drumming
man.
on something up over there?
I am, but then I'm like, dude, why did I look up this Fish song right now? And I'm like half tired, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why did I go for the one where Trey, like that's just like the album where
Oh.
Trey was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a studio album and we're gonna make it really complicated. And I'm like, there's way too many D7 major sessions. It's just like, man, I really just like, I don't want it to be this hard, so probably not. So, but eventually, I promise you, this is being recorded. So I promise that I will fuck around with 2-step, and then I really want to mess around. I really want to mess around. One of my favorite Fish songs is called Waste. It's such a good fucking song.
Okay.
It's such a cool song.
Which I don't know because there wasn't.
Not a Fish. Not a
I
Fish
just
fan.
never got into it. I just don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
I really just
so
really.
I can't
like
say
this.
yes or no.
Well, it's not Dave.
it's Dave without the poppy melodies, right? Like
Yeah.
you kind of get the same feel, but you don't get that. I've listened to little bits here and there,
Right.
Yeah.
but
I mean,
it just doesn't catch me like
actually,
Dave does.
Somebody, I don't know how I ended up with a fish CD, and when I was dishing the years out,
Yeah.
I'm a little, I remember this. So,
Finish.
Did I find it? Is that
but
it?
I've never played
I
it.
don't fucking want it.
I've never played it.
The music
Not a
person
bad-
you
that's not
are. I've
bad.
never even played it and never even put it in.
Sorry,
The cover art sucks. I don't know.
sorry to anybody who likes fish.
I love this.
I wasn't even. I don't even have the case. I just literally have the CD.
The CD, yeah.
But I just don't throw it away. I always want to listen to it.
You know they have a pretty loyal following, right? You might want to.
Mhm.
I want to
You might-
apologize on the fish.
I would just lie.
I played it 100 times.
I played
My favorite CD.
Just be
Oh,
like,
no,
my,
don't lie that
100 years.
much.
my favorite
Oh.
song is Waste.
Yeah, you're like, that's just because Nicholas said it. That's literally what
No,
she
dude,
said. You know what's so
seriously.
fucking funny? Because like we're driving here and I'm like listening to this song. And I was like, yeah, it's funny because a lot of Fish fans don't really like this album very much because it's not like one of their live albums. And she's like, if anybody who likes Fish ever talks to me, I'm going to say, I like the song Waste.
I am too. Yep.
I was like, oh my God,
I am
dude.
too.
Sold.
It's the bestest song.
Right?
Like the obscure.
Oh my
song.
God. I never did this.
You just lost all of your Fish fan base. Just
That's all right.
Don't listen to the end.
Oh my God. I was like, I'm not even going to play this song now. You guys have just like, you guys have just wasted waste. It's fucking wasted. I love it so much. I love it so much. No, I'll have a cool version of it someday. We'll revisit that Fish song. I love it. I love it so much.
oh man.
This isn't your last.
I actually
time
now
on the
want to listen to
podcast.
No, I was like, I should do the podcast again when I'm not so delusional.
You should do the podcast anytime you want.
Absolutely. Well, there you have an open invitation.
Oh, wow. I told Brandon I was going to bring him anything he wanted from the New Moon Cafe tomorrow morning because we're going to like finish Rainbow over Colfax. And he's like, wow, how about a mocha?
I'd even propose this. Someday you and Brandon want to come do the podcast together.
Yeah, I tried to get him to. I
We
tried to
even
get
do
him.
that. I mean, we would sacrifice.
I tried to get him to come out tonight, but it's so funny. So Brandon and Kelly's relationship is amazing. Kelly is the epitome of like the female MacGyver, like the Wisconsin man. Like I swear, like she's
1000%.
like, he was like, yeah, I would come, but Kelly's just getting back from ice fishing. And, like we have to have a talk. So I just like in my head imagine it like a sitcom, and she like you remember the Dinosaurs sitcom that was
Yeah,
in
I
the
do.
90s?
Yes.
Like we just recently
I love
revisited
the
that, which is I
Dinosaurs.
actually really like it because it's actually great to revisit because of the pandemic and because of how close to extinction we've come.
Oh, it's so
like because
good.
it's so funny and
Yeah.
like they make a lot of dinosaur jokes where it's like, oh, we could be extinct.
Yeah,
And it's like this
Never.
terrible like feat. It's actually really good. Like I think
It's so
the
good.
stories are actually
It-
really good. Where I was like, this sitcom is actually kind of funny.
It's
Yeah.
For it being
amazing.
I've
for
heard
what
that.
it is,
Yeah.
where it is. But like I just imagine it being like the dinosaur sitcom, but Kelly comes in with like that flannel like on and she's like, I'm home, Domer. And like a super Wisconsin, like, I got some fish for you. And like, and he's
Yep.
like,
Does,
Oh,
and he like
though.
comes out of his like studio. He's like in seclusion in the West studio. And he's like, okay, Kelly. And like leaves his like studio chair, but it's like still his chair that gets him down the thing, like the Gremlins thing, like that. It's like, I don't know, man. I just
Yeah.
imagine Brandon's life, this like long time sitcom, but he's definitely like the housewife. And
Yeah.
Kelly is like,
Yeah.
like picked him up and was like, I do. And then busted the door. She is like ridiculous. That chick goes ice fishing. She
Does
goes
it all.
camping by herself. She's like, she does this. She does like what this like 7-day excursion where she like
Wow.
She-
It
and,
takes
like-
her like 4 hours to row across this lake.
Yeah,
that
she
goes
her boat. She has a
wait,
she has a
walking
boat.
Goes for 4
She-
hours.
let me
Yeah.
tell you though, this chick is also an iron pourer. So at their wedding, they literally
For that.
cast their vows in iron a
Wow.
night, poured them in, and like, yeah, it's great. And
That's
then
awesome.
I mean,
I should dig through their wedding photos
Incorporate-
and like get this photo for you because Kelly is such a nerd that like her art friends, she's like a giant Rush fan, and also a Star Trek fan, and
you all have her flaws.
exactly.
I'm just kidding.
It's so,
I'm
it's so funny.
I'm kidding.
It's so funny because like
I'm kidding.
in this wedding photo, like it's like their artist friends present this picture and it's Rush, but they're painted and they all have like Star Trek stuff on. And I'm
Oh,
like,
it's so
and I'm like in the picture and I'm just like,
Like, what is this thing?
and she's like, because I'm just not the biggest Rush fan. I'm just not the biggest Rush fan. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I think because growing up being a drummer, everyone was like, oh, do you like Neil Peart?
Right.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
oh, yeah.
I mean, and you know, R.I.P. dude, R.I.P. But like, it's just one of those things where it's just never really, I don't know. I just never really I got hooked on to like Zeppelin and
You're
other
like,
stuff. And
"Oh,
I
I
was
got
like,
it."
nah, I like the like, I don't
It's
know.
so funny because the last week I've been listening to Rush more than ever,
Oh, it's
and I have not listened to them forever. I mean, I like them,
Yeah.
you know, and I do. I'm not obsessed with them, but I was like,
Kelly is like a diehard
I just
Rush
started
fan.
listening to them again.
She is just, she loves Rush. That's great though. When they met, I was just so happy for him because he was like, he had met someone that he could talk about with like Led Zeppelin and Rush for hours.
Yeah.
But he had never gone fucking camping. Like, dude, he had never gone fucking
Oh,
camping.
he
or done-
barely.
hence why she goes alone.
Well, I mean, they do. He
Yeah,
does
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot. Like he's made them. He's got like little T-shirts where it's like Kelly and Brandon's little camping trip. Dude, he loves that
It's
shit. out here.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
perfect for each other. Yeah, they're like super fucking cute together. Like
That's awesome.
annoyingly cute together. But it's like-
They clink their like bowls
Dude.
and plates before they eat.
they like
time.
literally
Wait,
cheers.
still?
They like
Still.
yeah.
So
they,
you
like,
think-
cheers every-
seriously, when
it's
they're
so
alone?
cute.
Yeah,
I do think
so.
they do that?
I think they do.
Yeah, and they make like funny little like
Okay.
make funny little meals together. Like they'll like dress up in like the Weird Al like movie. They'll make like the Twinkie hot dogs and stuff. And like they're like crazy, dude. They're like fanatic.
Love
Like,
that movie.
yeah. Brandon's like really like that. Their relationship is so them. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. It really is
Yeah.
awesome
Yeah,
to hear that they're like that. I mean, that he found something. That's cool.
dude. Yeah.
You tried to get Brandon to come, but
Like I said, yeah.
I thought about that. Like,
Kelly was ice fishing.
yeah,
hey, you want
And
to go to Colorado?
I knew. Brandon's so sweet though. He took off tomorrow for my birthday. And we'll finish
Nice.
that. We'll finish that tune and then play some music from my parents.
So cool.
I really want to learn how to play Hotel California because that's my grandma's favorite song. I literally want to learn that
I
really
love
bad.
that song.
Have you ever looked into learning it? Because I can't imagine
I'm like, dude,
you
I know
couldn't
that.
learn it. And
I'm like, I was like, there's a reason the drummer sang it. I think. I just believe that. I'm like, there's just a reason the drummer sang it.
oh.
It's just one of those things. I'm not gonna try to learn Hotel California right now. But it's
Oh
something that-
gosh.
Yeah, it's like I think the only time I've played Hotel California is when the Suitcase was on tour and we were in Asheville, North Carolina, and some guy asked, he's like, "I just got out of jail, man. You know how to play Hotel California?" And then like Bill played it and he sang really good and sang us
That's
Hotel
amazing.
California.
Oh,
It was
shit.
really good. It was
Wow.
really cool. I'll have to find that. Footage
funny.
and send it to you
Wow.
guys. 'cause
Brandon
it's-
has the
good.
footage.
Oh yeah, we left Bill.
He's got
there,
everything,
too.
doesn't he?
I-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandon, I got used to
from
having
like high school.
I
even,
got used to having microphones and cords and cameras and shit in my face for 20 years because Brandon is like the archivalist.
It's,
Like he
okay.
is upset. I mean, I think that's why he's got so many projects that he just hasn't finished. And like Carol, the guy that we originally started playing music with, he passed away when he was 28. And that was like
Oh.
right when the Suitcase was starting to do some stuff. And we were thinking about having him be our guitar player mainly, but then it was just Bill didn't want to do a 3-piece, but then when Carol passed away, it was like, you know what, we're just gonna do it this way. But it's just very interesting. And so Brandon right now is sitting on the archives of like Carol, and Carol has so many songs,
Everything.
and Carol is such a good musician that it's just one of those things.
But isn't that great that you can look back? That's
Yeah, so
that?
he's making like an Amish right now. Like he's like making a Carol archive, which is pretty cool. And I think it's good for Brandon too. Like they were a lot closer than than I was with Carol. But I think there's a lot of aspects in myself that I saw in Carol that scared the shit out of me when I was younger because we were both really big addicts. So it's just like, ugh, you never want to face
Look in the mirror.
Yeah, you never want to look in the mirror
Right.
at that age. So there's a lot of resistance that I had in our friendship, which I feel bad about. But that's nor here nor there. That's like what happens as you grow and when you lose people in your life, you know.
It's true.
That's why you just got to be really authentic all the time and fuck up mamas and papas, even though you fucking sang that song for 20.
You're gonna be so
fucking
mad
years.
about that.
I know. I was
for a
like,
week.
it's gonna be terrible. I was like,
You'll hear about it.
Oh yeah, totally.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I love it. We got to experience it. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, this is all about us just getting together. You guys,
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we're doing. Like,
I love it.
just hanging out at a table. How do I want to end this?
Yeah. We've been dogging you, kind of. Your mind's going. What do you got? Any way you want.
It's like a super old song. I don't even remember if I know how to play this one. I don't think you've even heard me play this.
Yes, I don't recognize it.
No, you don't? No, I have not played this song in a long time. This is literally something I wrote when I was like 19. But it reminds me of something. It just reminds me of being home. This is like, it's called Flying Lessons. And it's like a song that I wrote for like my parents being really supportive of music. And me being snotty, I think, with the girl I was dating at the time. Because she like did not see me at all for what I was. And I was like, oh yeah. This is like ADD thoughts, but most of all, just like a memoir to my folks. Flew today on top of the overcast. The lightning made me second guess beyond the gray. There's 20 different shades. We all want a new face. What do you want? Mustard colored hippie buzzing. Ah, fuck. Hang on for a second. Give me like 1 second. I'm gonna start the song over. I just need to think about what the fucking things are.
I love mustard colored hippie buzz. Right away.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, she was like this. This is like this neo hippie girl that was like that's a girl I chased around Telluride. It was like the one girl that like seemed really open and free, but she was just kind of a slut and fucked her friends. And really, that was the only thing she was open with was her legs, and no respect for you at all. It was just like one of those. What the fuck? I felt like every time I like came back to do drug runs, one of my homies I'd be playing music with, they'd be like, "Oh man, that was a great jam," and I'm so sorry, I totally fucked Jamie. And I'm like,
Oh,
fuck, dude.
I feel like you heard that.
Oh yeah, you've heard
I've
people
heard
say
it.
that, and then when I'm like, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
You
man,
too?
Yeah, they're like, man, I
They
never
have a
told
club.
you this. Yeah,
I mean,
I
They have
know,
a club
I know.
going right now of everybody.
Yeah, I fucked Jamie Club.
I mean,
yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
Somebody watching this is gonna be like, oh fuck, me too, dude.
I know her.
Well, if we did that,
I'm at the club.
okay.
No, I'm not. I mean me. I meant somebody watching.
Eskimo Brothers.
We all want a new face.
I think there's a lot of them.
Stop thinking outside of us. Some mustard colors would be bustling. Okay, I got it. World flew today on top of the overcast. The lightning made me second guess beyond the gray. There's 20 different shades. We all want a new face. What do you want? To stop thinking outside of us. Say y'all. Fuck, man, I'm so tired, dude. I'm like almost there. Damn it, man, we're so close. I feel like I'm like, this is great because it feels like late night recording in a studio where you've had such a successful day of like recording all these songs and you finally make it to the end of the day and you're just like so fucking. I'm so sad I don't have any weed because I totally would have just like smoked it and would have been fine. But we're good.
Bring any?
I didn't know. I know.
I didn't even bring any because I was like, well, this is weird. I had so much already. Let's start this song over. I got it.
So much.
Are you recording this right now?
I was going to.
Oh, okay. Like press. Let's just do it. Let's just press record. It's fine. Pressure's on. Well, I flew today on top of the overcast. The lightning made me second guess beyond the gray. There's 20 different shades. And we all want a new place. What do you want? Just
start thinking outside of us. A mustard-colored hippie puzzle ain't that fancy. What do I want to start sounding more like myself? Cause I hate the way I sound to everybody else now. And what does he want? Most of all, he wants to be a good man, because what he thought might be a happy ending, well, he was just spending time in the air again. And what we all want is comfort in his silence, is comfort in his silence. We all can share the love of our family, cause no matter who we are, they're always there. So, na, 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 today on top of the overcast, the lightning made me second guess myself.
Wow.
Yeah, like that's a really old song.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I
Wow.
was like, I totally forgot about this song.
I love
Okay.
how like you bring out mamas and papas and you like just keep messing up, and then this song you haven't sang in I don't even know how long now.
You've never even heard it.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
it.
I was like, so like a long time.
I know.
I forgot about that song. It's really
I
funny.
forgot about that song.
Well, no, it's funny because the song is,
Seriously.
it's like a song that I wrote that I was like, it was like the first time that I told myself that I was okay with, like, it's almost like me telling myself that I was accepted and that I was loved in the space. And like that part where it's like, I'm like giving myself assurance and affirming myself. So I didn't allow, I was like, now I want to play the song because I'm so affirmed. And I was like, why didn't I? Oh, I stopped giving myself affirmations. It's like me figuring out like I want to go buy yellow shoes tomorrow because I stopped buying yellow. Like my favorite color when I was little was yellow. And then when I found out that like it's so weird. So when I found out that like I had a friend tell me that I was adopted, like my family didn't tell me. So like when the whole thing came out, it was like this huge situation, and I realized like I stopped liking yellow after that point in my
Wow.
life. So it was like
Really?
it was like it's interesting, like how many times we subconsciously tell ourselves like we're not allowed to affirm ourselves,
Mhm.
or like not allowed to be happy. So I'm just like, oh wait, I like really like that song. That's a really cool song, and I never really did anything with it because I was like, no one's gonna like my self affirmation.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucked. That's terrible self talk.
Yes.
So I'm like, damn, man, what the hell?
Damn, man.
I was like, my family's gonna think it's stupid that I care about them, or like all these like terrible. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I appreciate you sharing it.
yeah,
And I heard it too, and I will send it.
yeah.
I mean, obviously we got it here.
Oh no, I was like, oh god.
I got it-
I
you
was
got
like,
it
want to
there.
re-record it just to like fucking have it. now.
No. Well, I critical. Wow, that's great.
When I tell Brandon I played that song, he's gonna be like, what?
Oh
Are
yeah.
you serious?
Wow.
He's gonna be like, I love that
You pulled
song.
that up.
Yeah, he's gonna be like pretty stoked about it.
That's cool, man.
Love you tomorrow. That's awesome. I am. I'm excited. I'm excited for you to get together with him tomorrow.
Yeah, I am too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I
Every
feel
time
like-
they play together, it's
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah. Just hearing it's cool.
What do I
And
got?
again, happy birthday.
Thanks, homie. I know. I was like, it's about to be it almost. We're
Right?
about to
Oh
be
my
in
God.
there. Yeah, no, I was like, we're about to be there.
Grab your microphone. Let's sit down and finish this thing off correctly.
Yes, we want you to.
Definitely want a good solid ending to this episode.
We'll mash it together.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it.
We
wanna come over and help me edit?
We
We could probably
We meaning
Me.
We'll edit
But to
this
be
together.
fair, this I do all the editing because I'm a freaking
He won't
control
let
freak
me.
perfectionist.
You won't let me.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
well.
just. It doesn't matter. I just can't
I've
trust
offered.
anybody. Yeah, it's a sickness.
You're better off not there.
It's a
I
sickness.
understand that sickness.
I stay away.
Really bad OCD when it comes to that. Like a sweet sunburst.
Yeah.
It's literally like I can't not have like even if
It's true because I will vacuum and
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, where's
What's
the
up with
where's
these
the
straight
sunburn?
lines?
That's cool, dude. What are you just like going fucking squares and circles in all different directions when you vacuum?
Yes,
What the fuck are you
vacuuming.
doing, dude? At least make a fucking design.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bad.
New level.
I have so much bad.
New level. That's
Must-
cool.
I
I
should
mean,
try to
it's
write
pretty though.
I'm
When he's
sorry.
done, it's pretty.
Yeah, it does look really nice.
it does look really nice. I like hop over sections so like I don't mess it up for a little bit.
And it's clean, which is the important. That's what we're after, right?
Well, that's where I was going. It was
That's what
not
we're
good
after.
enough.
Double clean. All right. Let's give. Is this available?
So yeah, that's the latest one that I have out. That is going to be
Even though it's 2 years old now.
yeah,
That's what I'm
it's the newest, oldest.
Okay.
The eldest, newest. It's just because the pandemic hit and then it never did anything.
Fuck you, COVID.
That would-
www.nicholasraymond.com.
yeah, that's where it is. I actually
You have more stuff on there?
just on my website. Website is going to be the best way. Bandcamp on the website is going to be the best way to get my music because I am pulling it off of iTunes and I'm pulling it off of Spotify because as an independent artist over the last 4 years of having my own solo music on there, I have lost almost $400 just paying for it to be there
Wow.
because you don't get paid for it.
That's not right.
That's insane.
That's not.
That's every single indie artist. That's why I love when I see all these like indie artists that I know. Like, I love seeing. Here's my big thing. Here's the best thing that I'm seeing. I love seeing the Spotify like share list that indie bands put on there because I'm like, look, y'all are like a local Appleton band. I know ain't no million streamers listening to you right now. I don't know what you're paying. That's what I said. I'm just like, stop fucking for follows.
Wow.
Stop paying for fucking listeners. Stop doing that shit because you're just fucking paying the man to
Yeah.
like do something for what? For you to look pretty for your picture?
For a
For
bot
your
to
for
follow
your for
you.
your fucking I guess like just like don't be like that. And for me, like it's interesting because Neil Young, I really love Neil Young, and Neil Young took his music off Spotify, obviously for different reasons for me. But I think it's a bigger thing, like for me, when I was just like, you know what, it is like that though. Like you can literally just take your music off of it.
Yep.
You don't have to fucking pay for it. And,
Mhm.
and it was like one of those things where I just realized that I was like, wait a minute, how much money am I actually putting into this, and how much money am I getting out of it? Oh my
Right.
God, I'm putting nothing but money into it. So it's just one of those things where why is that worth it to me? I actually have this really cool concept of like, it sounds like a really like what first thought of being like a stoned weird idea is that I've always had this space on my wrist and I always joked about putting like a Chili Peppers logo there or something like that. But then it was like, no, I should like do something for myself. So I'm
Mhm.
actually going to get a QR code that just leads right to that website. So like anytime that anyone asks me about my music,
Okay.
or something like that, like I can just be like, here, check this out.
Yep.
And that's like, I already have such weird tattoos on me. Like, what the fuck is the point of getting like,
Yeah,
like
it's
it's not
perfect.
gonna fucking hurt me to get something that like actually, and I don't think anybody
Benefits you.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I don't know if anyone's ever done that.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
You know, where it's just like, where it's a direct link to what I'm making and a direct thing to what I'm doing. And I'm already paying for my website to be there. So why wouldn't I own it? And I think like where we're stepping into as a society, and especially as a music community, like independent artists are going to be able to run themselves, and big corporations like that are not going to be able to live long off of that because
Yeah.
we're going to find out very fast that we don't fucking need you.
Yep.
And they're already fucking finding that out. Like there's just such, I don't know, dude. Eventually there's just going to be some other thing that we transcend into anyways, right? Like it's fucking crazy. Like remember the newspaper? No, because
No.
people have like
It's
a
good.
forum. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Right.
Where there's going to be an independent forum where, and that's why I think TikTok's really cool because you'll say like people are like, oh, it's ruining albums, it's ruining this. And I'm like, well, unfortunately, we are moving into the future, and some people will respect records and will respect all that. And stuff, but like, dude, we're like, we have to respect the future at the same time. Like at least, like TikTok's weird, but at the same time, you still own all your rights and you still own all your material.
Oh,
No, that's right. Worth it right there, isn't
Right.
it? To own your
It's
own.
like, yeah, to like own your own thing and to have that. And I think like we just need to step in a place like that where we're not like being controlled and being told that like we're only valued as musicians or painters or all these things without these like, you know, like you're only a fashion designer if like Nina Garcia talks about you, or you're only an artist if, you know, a musical artist if you've had fucking 1 million followers. There's like these like, things that don't validate you because they are not going to give you any value. So I decided to take my value into my hands and stop giving corporate elitists my money when they're like, they don't know what
They don't.
Right.
They don't.
Taken a couple $100 from me in the last couple of years, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Right.
You know,
right.
like the 20 people that are going to listen to me on Spotify, because I think most of my experiences I've had organically.
Yeah.
And I would like to keep it that way.
Right.
So, whether that's like putting myself in a niche or something, you know, like I don't really mind.
Okay.
That's like the biggest news I guess I have, where I'm just like pulling myself off of mainstreaming things and just keeping my website as like how I like get out there, like YouTube too, because YouTube you can have yourself too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like really what it is. I just want to build.
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I've got some stuff on there. I mean, I'm gonna be like refacing things and like doing that stuff like with Rainbow Over Colfax. Like I've got a completely different rebrand. Like I've got a whole different setup. Like I've got a rainbow in my picture, an illustration that was done. I mean, I'm going to start putting like queer alternative into my, you know, thing, because I'm not afraid to have that label anymore. And I want to like not have something that looks so fucking cookie cutter when you look at it, because somebody told me that I should make it look more like a Sam Bean, you know, album or something. You know, no one's influencing me in a way that is straying me away from myself.
What you want to do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good.
That's awesome.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Well, we're here for you, man.
Yeah,
We love your
I
music.
figured, I was like, we've been here for fucking hours. I hope after all of this, I hope they're not like, wow, this guy's even weirder than I thought.
No.
Maybe that too. You never know.
You don't, but no, absolutely not. I mean,
I can't say how thrilled we are to have done this. I'm
this is
just
fun.
jacked,
This is
man.
fun.
yeah, I hope you had as much fun as we did.
Yeah,
'Cause-
this was really important to me, just because it was, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't
Feel good in this space.
What's up?
Feel good in this space.
Yeah, it's good to be in a space where I feel like singing and feel like I should sing, because you know that's where
And-
I'm at all the time.
all I know is we benefit, and they're gonna all benefit from you doing that. So that's the greatest thing. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it, and I can't wait to listen to all this.
Yeah, that one's really fun. I'm excited about that one. Most of that one was recorded in at the Refuge in Appleton.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super old, cool, wintry vibes.
Nice.
Below zero recording.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's a Wisconsin sad album. I give that to people in Colorado, and I'm like, this is what the Wisconsin winter sounds like.
This is what this does
If
here.
it evokes depression, it's probably
Yeah, well, that's why we drink.
And that's why
I
we
mean,
drink.
yeah, there's
Little
like
bit.
specific ways.
It's a thing that we, something to be said for that. I mean, there is.
Yeah, there is more. I will say the one thing I learned about moving to Colorado is that very fast, like the drinking and driving culture is completely different. Like that shit does not exist there. Like it's just not like something that's even fucked with at all.
That's awesome.
Like
man.
everyone's
That's good.
just like,
It
no,
is
that's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
We're calling you an Uber.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's just really responsible that way with that, which is something that obviously we never really experienced.
Right.
You pass your driver's test and they're like, oh yeah.
They all grab a water with their beer too. And you're like, what?
For the road, bud. That's good, hey.
Have one for the road.
Have one for the road, bud.
Can I have a roadie? Yeah.
That's like that's in our culture, right? That's something
It kind of is.
It is very interesting to like, even as a bartender, people are like, yeah, there's a couple times where like my boss was like, yeah, you can't let me serve people like that fast, that quick. And I was like, oh man, that's
You have no idea.
So I was like, oh, I mean,
No idea
I was
what
like,
I've been through.
I was like, man, I've seen people put it back. I was like, man, when I was in college, we just went out every night and got alcohol poisoning. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
It's
Exactly.
fine.
That's
Dude. And you drove without alcohol.
And you went home. And then you drove yourself home.
Yeah, you did.
And then you woke up and started drinking.
Yeah.
who's the least poison? You have to drive.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty much what it is. All right, roll the windows down, smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Act normal.
I gotta
Oh,
say,
shit.
Uber saved everything for me because
Well, right.
I pre-plan my drunks. I Uber there, and you know,
Right, and
That's
at my
smart.
age, I don't need that shit.
It's smart, though.
So-
that's what I thank you, Uber. Thank you. And hopefully Wisconsin gets more Uber because you could because
Yeah.
Done it all. All
Nice.
right.
You good?
Anything? Anything else you want, man?
Good.
Say it. Say it
Anything
now.
else you want to promote before we go?
Pride Fest. Hopefully it comes out because I will be there in September.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna look it up and hopefully when you meet with them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then, it was like the release of Rainbow over Colfax on 420 for sure is gonna happen. And then I've got some video content that I'll be making and releasing. I think. I don't know before. Probably. I want to make a music video to Reckless and Evil. That's off that one. I think that'll happen this time too. Try to do that first. We'll see what happens.
Cool.
Okay.
I was like, I'm ambitious.
There's stuff
All
coming
these
up.
ideas.
I have a lot of ideas, and I have a lot of ideas. On top of other ideas. My ideas are like someone's laundry table. We don't talk about that.
Some of them will come true and some of them won't.
All right.
Perfect.
That'll work.
Some are sure that you're gonna forget.
Thank you so much.
We will get you a shirt.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll get you your size. And
I got mine.
Yes. And thank you for yours. Thank you again. I mean, I hate to keep going over it, but I love it.
Wow,
It was a
I
great
really
night.
hate how grateful you are. How comfortable that is for me.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, get your asses out of here.